Hi there, welcome to the latest from We Are Famous EFC. My name is Adam, and this is the news show. So, talks today that Abdoulaye Doucouré, and that there's not been any talk so far with Everton. I don't wait for them to give me a contract. Abdoulaye Doucouré says, but would you like to see Abdoulaye Doucouré sign an extension on his contract? I say no. I don't think that he's the right player that Everton needs going into Branley. We need better players, more quality, and I don't see Abdoulaye Doucouré being a part of David Moyes' plans. But let me know in the comments, people. Would you give him a new deal or not? Because I certainly wouldn't. But my opinions on that is that having Abdoulaye Doucouré does give you a bit more threatening going forward. So it will be interesting to see whether we give him a new deal or that. He's one of the highest on wages at Everton so far, and I don't think the Friedkin group will be willing to let him have high wages at Everton, especially the way we've been in trouble over the last coming few years. But that's all to play out for over the next coming few days. But Moyes did say that he'll be looking at contracts once Everton is safe, and that's all done now. So they will be looking this week as well. But there have been some big news as well during the last couple of hours on this, and Beto and Liam Delapa too. One of the journalists on Sky Sports says that Liam Delapa could end up at Everton. One of the journalists says on Sky Sports today. But as I said with Doucouré, he does bring you that mentality on the pitch going forward for an attack a bit as well. He did get the last goal against Nottingham Forest to secure Everton's win. So it's a hard one, but at the end of the day, I don't think that he's good enough at all to play for Everton going into next season, into Branley. But we'll have to wait and see what David Moyes does. As we move away from that now, Leeds United have £100 to spend this summer, and they've been linked up with Beto. So the Everton striker Beto, Everton said that they will let Beto go only for 20 million. So do let us know in the comments, do you think 20 million is good enough, or do you think it's bad? Let me know in the comments. Because I think 20 million is horrendous, but at the end of the day, if that's what Everton are asking for, then I don't see a problem. But I would have thought higher money for him. But he did score in the last couple of games. But do I think that he's the right outfit for David Moyes? No, I don't. I think if we do sell him, I think Liam Delap will replace him at Everton into Branley. So yes, there will be questions on that over the next coming few days. But I personally would let Beto go as well. I'm not a huge fan of Beto one single bit. But as I said, again, that's another hard one. But at the end of the day, Beto to Leeds will be very interesting. Can a deal get done over the line? Potentially, as well. But he has scored 7 goals for Everton, 0 assists, 2 yellow cards, 0 reds, and 27 matches in all competitions. But how much would you be willing to sell Beto for, people, if he leaves? Let me know in the comments. Leeds want Beto for around 27 million. Would you take it? Let me know, Blues. Would you take 27 million for Beto? I wouldn't. I'll take 30 million. Then let him go. But because I think that 7 is a bit too low for a striker like Beto, because don't forget, he does have quality. He can score and that, but he's definitely not the right striker for Everton, without a shadow of a doubt. So if we do leave and we don't buy a striker in the summer, then that will leave question on David Moyes on 2 strikers, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Yusuf Chimiti, as Armando Broja will go back at the end of the season. Whether we'll get another replacement for him, I don't think we will. So it is interesting to see how this plans out over the next coming few weeks as the transfer window opens in a couple of months. So, as I've said, very interesting. But I think Liam Delapa will be the replacement for Beto as well. He's not my cup of tea, but I would have him because he does make a nuisance of himself. He does score quite a few goals. And I think that he'd be a good young striker for Everton, what Everton need under David Moyes. So let me know in the comments, people, as well. But it is going to be fairly difficult. But at the end of the day, I can see us getting a striker to replace Beto. Beto to Leeds. Let me know in the comments, people, your thoughts on that. Very interesting. And also, is the right outfit, 100%. The right outfit for Everton. But at the end of the day, it probably will be fairly difficult. But to get him in the club would be amazing. But not only amazing, we badly need a new striker to replace Beto, because Beto isn't good enough, or Abdoulaye Doucouré. So I'm 100% that I would sell him, but I don't know how much for. But some breaking news coming out. Do let us know in the comments your opinions on all of this, and Liam Delap to Everton, Beto to Leeds, and Abdoulaye Doucouré. We don't know what's going on with him still yet, but I don't think Everton will keep him on for much longer. So it is going to be very interesting to see how this produces out over the next coming few weeks, as Moyes takes a look at his players and the contracts, who's is up at the end. But at the end of the day, Leeds only have 100 million in their budget this summer, with clear whether Everton will allow him to leave. But that's all to wait and see, because we've got Moyes, who doesn't know yet. Obviously yet. But who knows? Do let me know in the comments your opinions on all of this news. Personally, I would sell Beto. Personally, I'd sell him for about 30 million. I think that is a good amount for Everton to let him go for that much. We get the money and that, because we've seen that Beto isn't good enough. He can hardly really strike, or if he does, it's terrible. So why not just let him go? It's better that we let him go for as much high as we can then we can have that money for in the windows and all of that. Clean PSR right out, clean all that out. As I've said, but as I said, it's a difficult one. It certainly is, Blues, but it is what it is. Right, do head to the YouTube channel and subscribe, like, comment, share the video, and I'll speak to you soon. Up the toffees. See you later. Bye-bye.